Hi Venture Kids, it's Pastor Kaylee. Welcome to our January series, Subscribe. All month long, we are going to be learning that we can know God through Jesus. We can know forgiveness because of Jesus, that Jesus knows us and he wants us to know him. And the message of Jesus is so powerful, it's something we all can subscribe to. Get ready for service.
Downloadable and printable. You can find it in the app or on Facebook. It's a word search called Searching for Fish. This you can print off and do on your own later. Enjoy! Hey guys, I have a question for you. Are you ready? Sweet. So, here's the question. If Jesus had a YouTube channel, what would you want to see? What do you think he'd post on it? Think of some of your favorite YouTubers, like Blippi or Dude Perfect. They usually post really fun, sometimes learning videos or life hacks or adventure videos or cooking videos. All these different options. But if Jesus had a YouTube channel, what kind of things do you think he'd share? Now, when I think about it, I think of all these different stories and miracles and adventures that he had. And I kind of think that they would be like highlights of his greatest moments. Like turning water into wine, walking on water. Can you imagine a selfie of Jesus like, hey yo, just walking on water today? I think it'd be pretty funny. So here's your question. You guys can talk to your siblings or your parents about it, but if you have an idea about what Jesus' YouTube channel would look like, feel free to share it with us and we can share it on our social media and share it with everybody.
Hey you guys, you ready for today's Bible story? It's a really cool one. Today, we're learning about the words, follow me. They sound like really simple words, don't they? But for Simon Peter, they changed his entire life. Simon Peter and his brother were fishermen. Fishing was a great job back then because it got you money and food. But one day, they were having a really difficult time. They weren't catching any fish. And then Jesus showed up. He climbs in their boat and he tells them, go out into the deeper water and cast your nets out there. Have you ever had someone do that? Tell you to do something that you've already tried doing? I know it happens to me, especially when I lose things and people tell me to go and look somewhere I've already looked. It gets annoying. Simon Peter probably felt the same way, but he told Jesus, I'll try it anyway. So they head out to the deeper water and they cast their nets. And all of a sudden, their nets were so heavy with fish that they couldn't pull it in themselves. They had to call a nearby boat to come and help them. But the nets were so heavy that even with two boats, they were breaking and starting to sink. Now, Simon Peter is an expert fisherman, so he knows that this doesn't normally happen. The only way this could happen was somebody controlling the seas. Who do you think that could be? That's right, God. What do you think you would do if someone in front of you started to perform a miracle? Do you think you would stop what you were doing and do anything that person says? Because that's what Simon Peter did. He and his brother stopped everything. They dropped what they were doing when Jesus said, come, follow me. I will make you a fishers of men. Do you think they knew what that meant? I mean, what is fishing for people? That's kind of a weird phrase. I've never fished for people. Well, it doesn't matter whether they knew what it meant or not. They knew that Jesus was someone worth following. And we can know the same thing. Jesus is important. He's God's son, and he is worth following. What he says, we should listen to.
Hey guys, let's review our big ideas all together. So the first week was that we can know God through Jesus. The second week is that we can know forgiveness because of Jesus. And last week's was super short and simple, super easy to remember. Jesus knows us. Okay, so exciting. This week we have a new big idea, and that is that Jesus wants us to follow him. Okay, ready to do it? Yes, let's do it all together. Stand up. All right, ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3. Jesus wants us to follow him.
Oh, come on!
Carl, what's going on?
Not now, Andy.
What is happening?
Not now.
Okay, well, welcome to Grow TV, everybody. I can't do this without you. Subscribe.
Welcome to Grow TV. Hosted by Carl. Where we have fun with our friends, talk about Jesus, and go over everything the Bible has to offer. Now once again, welcome to Grow TV.
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
So Carl, I feel like, I got a feeling something's going on. You want to talk about it? Care to share at all?
Well, if you have to know, I'm not gaining any followers.
Followers?
Yeah, followers. You know I have a YouTube channel, right?
I think I heard something about that, yeah.
Well, over the past few years, I've gained over 50,000 followers on my YouTube channel. And every day, I get a few more followers. But today, I haven't gotten any.
It's really weird.
Right? I mean, I don't know what to do. Did I say something? Are people getting tired of me?
I'm sure there's actually a pretty reasonable or simple, explanation for all this. Did you happen to change any settings, like maybe privacy settings or anything?
The what?
Privacy settings. If you touch one of them or mess with one of them, then it would make it so only you see the videos and not the rest of your followers.
No, of course I didn't. I'm an amateur. What if my followers don't want to watch me anymore? What if this is it? I'll have to quit YouTube, change my name to something like Keith or Tobias, and become a manager of a Cinnabon in Omaha.
Actually, it doesn't sound too bad.
Really doesn't, but you get what I mean. Oh man, this is awful, just awful. 100%. What'd you do?
I changed your privacy settings. See, you had it on private, so that means only one person could see it, you. But now it's on public, so now all of your followers can see, and now new people can subscribe.
Holy cow! People are liking and subscribing now. Thanks, Andy. Now I'm gonna get more followers. Sorry I didn't trust you with the whole privacy setting.
No worries. It did make me feel kind of like we were in the whole Jesus and Simon Peter situation.
The one with the rooster?
No, the one where Jesus calls him and Andrew to follow him.
I know I've heard it, but for some reason my memory is a little fuzzy. How'd that go again?
Well, there was this time that Jesus was going around teaching, and a lot of people gathered around him. Then Jesus got into a boat.
Simon Peter's boat, right?
You got it. Jesus asked Simon Peter that if he could push out the boat just a little bit further. Jesus sat down and he continued to teach.
That's pretty cool. So is Peter a fisherman?
Yep, sure was. Him and his brother, Andrew.
Cool! I love fishing.
So after Jesus was done teaching, he told Peter to throw the nets back in the water. But Peter told him that he'd been fishing all day long and they'd still caught nothing.
I mean, yeah, I know Jesus is Jesus, but Peter and Andrew, they're like professional fishermen. They know what they're talking about.
Yeah, usually, but Peter listened to Jesus anyway, threw the nets back in the water, and guess what happened?
Did they catch a fish?
Nope.
I guess they didn't know what they were doing.
No, they caught hundreds.
Excuse me?
Hundreds of fish, maybe even thousands. It was so much fish that it literally was about to tear the nets. They had to bring over another boat just so they can help them.
Wow, what a miracle! But to go back to what got us on this story in the first place, why do you think this was similar to our situation with the YouTube channel?
Well, Jesus told Peter to do something that Peter didn't think would work. I told you that you might have changed your privacy settings accidentally, but you didn't believe me, right?
I guess that's true. I guess I should just trust more. How did Peter react when they caught the fish?
Well, Peter realized who Jesus really was and he worshiped him. And Peter and Andrew decided to follow Jesus and become his disciples.
Whoa! So just like I have people on my YouTube who follow me, Jesus had real actual followers.
He sure did. He called Peter and Andrew to come follow them. And they reacted by dropping their nets and following Jesus. They left their old life behind and they committed their new life to Jesus.
Wow, that's actually really cool. It's kind of a bummer that Jesus only had 12 disciples, because it would have been really cool to be one.
Well, Carl, just like Jesus asked Peter and Andrew to become followers, he's asking us to do the exact same thing.
But I'm not a fisherman, like Peter or Andrew.
And that's okay. Jesus wants fishermen to follow him, and farmers, and cobblers, and astronauts, and teachers, and everyone. Jesus wants us to follow him.
You said cobbler, like a pie?
No, they make shoes.
I don't think so. Pies don't have hands. Pies can't make a shoe.
I think you missed that I just said our big idea.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Jesus wants us to follow him.
Well, cobblers don't have hands. Let me check
Cobblers
something.
who
Hold on, let me
make-
check
yeah, okay.
something. Oh, that's it. He just said our big idea.
No way!
Cobblers don't have hands. Today's big idea is cobblers don't have hands. They're pies.
No, our big idea today is Jesus wants us to follow him.
Oh, yes. So let's say it out loud on the count of 3.
1,
2, 3. Jesus wants us to follow him. Yeah!
You okay? You all right? You need cobbler?
Speaking of fishing, do you know what the most expensive fish out there is?
No, I don't think I do.
The goldfish. Oh, what do you call a fish with no eyes?
What? That was horrible. That was horrible.
You can laugh, Andy. Don't act so fish-dicated. Fish.
These are officially the worst.
Hey-o, salmon's getting in the spirit. Have a fantastic week, kids.
Thank you for watching, and tune in next week for a new episode of Row TV.
Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. John 14:6.
Hey kids, I hope you enjoyed this week's lesson. Let's close everything out in prayer. So fold your hands and close your eyes. Dear God, thank you for asking us to follow you. Help us to follow you with all of our time and energy, even when it's hard because we have to give up things that we like to do. We know that it's worth it because it means getting to know you better. Keep us all safe this week. Amen. Hey kids, enjoy your week and we'll see you later. Bye!
Hey Venture Kids, I hope you enjoyed that Bible story. Have your parents go on our app under Kids Ministry to download the small group lesson. Also, make sure you look at our social media for other fun things that you guys can be doing this week as a family. Have a great week.